Hi guys. So I was thinking of making a short video centered around bullying because for me at least it was kind of hard to realize throughout my life how exactly you should deal with that. So I don't really know how many people are dealing with this, but I'm guessing a lot. And especially I guess people in high school, since we all know that high school is the worst place in terms of bullying. What I wanted to share first is that I think bullying is a hard thing to deal with, especially for sensitive people and especially for people who have low self-esteem. Because I think it's difficult to stand up for yourself when you don't believe in yourself, because you might really take it personally and therefore you have a hard time defending yourself because you might even believe them. And I think a problem is that you might think that when you are getting bullied that you have to fight back. And I think that that's a mistake to think that. Now, I'm not saying don't stand up for yourself. What I'm trying to say is standing up for yourself doesn't have to mean that you can insult them back. You know what I'm trying to say? So bullies, first of all, they are probably used to, they don't care about insulting people. So they're used to it. They're basically trained in bullying people, right? So you're probably not going to win if you're the person who generally isn't used to insulting others and isn't very aggressive. How are you gonna win, right? So what you gotta realize is this is their game and you don't have to join that. Okay, so you gotta realize that first. You don't have to join their game because it's about them, okay? You have to realize it's about them. It's not about you. You're not doing anything wrong. They are. So when people bully others, they're likely doing it because they want to feel powerful, or they want to feel better about themselves because by putting others below them, trying to at least, which means they're doing that because they want to feel better about themselves. They probably feel bad about themselves. They're probably insecure, even if they might not seem like it, because people express that in different ways. You can internalize it by thinking I'm worthless. What you can also do is trying to put people below you so that you feel better than others. If someone feels the need to put someone else down, it means they're probably not very confident, since they need to do that to feel good about themselves. So it's a pretty low thing to do. So you have to realize that it's about them. They're showing their problems and they're trying to, bother you with their problems, basically. What is also important to realize is that you're not getting bullied because there's something wrong with you, likely. I mean, I assume that if you're not, like a criminal or whatever, if you're just a good person, then you're not getting bullied because there's something wrong with you, but because you're an easy target, okay? So you have to realize that that's the reason. And whatever people say about you, it might either be wrong, it might also be true, but something that you don't need to be ashamed of, but they make you feel like you should, okay? So for example, if you get bullied for having no friends, that doesn't matter. You don't have to be ashamed of it. If you're bullied for being weird, be weird. It doesn't matter. Who cares? But at least you're not this rude asshole who's putting other people down. The problem is that people probably pick you because you stand out, maybe. Maybe you act weird. You stand out. So you're an easy target because people can be like, hey, yeah, that person, they're acting different from the rest of us. So we'll pick them to put down, right? And probably you might have a hard time standing up for yourself, which means you're also an easy target. Because if people bully someone and they're really good at defending themselves, they're really good at fighting back, or maybe they really don't care, then the bullies might move on to someone else because like it's more difficult. So remember this: you're getting bullied because you're an easy target, not because there's something wrong with you. And the solution isn't to fight back or play their game, because their game is a childish one and a useless one, because we all have our own life and you shouldn't want to bother someone else for no reason. What the problem is though is that you care. What you do have to change is how you react internally. Okay, it is not about being the wittiest person and like shooting back insults and being like, ah, yeah, you're wrong. It's about how you respond internally. What you need to do, it's not easy, okay? But you need to learn not to care. And I mean not acting like it, like actually not caring. It isn't about sound outside. It isn't about acting like you don't care, because they'll notice if you do care. It's about learning really not to care, and that might take a while. You know, it's not easy, but I think that is the only solution there is, except if people are truly harassing you, like in a way that you just can't do your work, then you might want to contact an authority figure to help you, or some person you trust, at least to talk about it with them, see if you can do anything, if you're really being harassed, because that's, of course, a problem. And not caring, it's about building more confidence. What will help is, first of all, to realize that no matter how many people seem to hate you, first of all, a lot of them probably only join the club because they don't want to be bullied themselves, obviously. They might not even agree. So this is the central thing. Learn not to base your value of yourself on what other people say about you. So don't take it too hard. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter how much they hate you. As long as you know who you are, you know what you stand for, as long as you're happy. And they don't know who you are, you know, you do. So like, they don't get to decide who you are, and don't take any criticism to heart. Build your own self-image based on your opinion of yourself. And maybe people who care about you, but like, you're not going to wanna base your opinion of yourself on people who are, they don't give a fuck about you. They just want someone to hate on, so they don't care about knowing you. So what they say, it might be totally wrong, and then you're going to base your entire self-image on something that's wrong. You see how twisted that is? You know yourself, so don't base your self-image on what other people say about you. Don't try to conform and be like, there must be something I'm doing wrong, they have to like me. Like, you're fine. Just learn that you're fine. Just learn that you're okay being who you are, and that you don't have to care what people say about you, even if your body wants to care. For example, it might be hard because your body, you might be so sensitive that your body just reacts like, this is a problem. Yeah, but you can learn to change that. Maybe even go to like a psychologist to help you with it. You know, if you have low self-esteem, or if you have anxiety disorder, for example, when you have that, you're going to, well, react more strongly to these kind of things. And I think the people who care are often people who are really kind, people who care about others and who are very empathetic. Sensitive people are often empathetic because they notice everything, like every, I don't know, negative look from someone. They're good at noticing how people feel, how people are. They are really good at noticing when someone's being really aggressive too. When you're overly sensitive to other people's emotions, it might be really hard to deal with it when people are being very aggressive to you. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to say about bullying. That was this video. I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Can I focus? Yeah, more or less. Oh shit, what was I talking about?